Yeah.
He's really smart. You know, the kind of play that Life plays is that delayed muta style, and that delayed muta style means that you really do have to keep a large portion of your army at home, a large portion of Ling Bling of your army at home, and that plays right into his style of not keybinding his eggs, because when you don't keybind your eggs, it means that you're going to have extra Zerglings and Banelings just chilling somewhere at home, right? But if that's a part of his style, then it's just got perfect synergy with it. So it's definitely influenced because of how he plays. You know, if he didn't play like that and he played a faster muta style instead of like such a heavy Ling Bling, like I think he sticks on Ling Bling until 14 minutes into this game. That is just crazy. You know, he was defending a double drop in his main base and another drop in his fourth base, all with just Ling Bling. Didn't need mutas whatsoever. And that was just really, really, really great for Life. Being able to kill that Reaper means he's going straight for that tumor. Right when that queen pops, he's like, I am not scared at all. I'm going to put this tumor down. It's not going to get killed. He's going to start even another tumor on the other side, it looks like, while he's sending these 4 Zerglings that he wouldn't have been able to send out. He's sending these 4 Zerglings out. Normally he wouldn't be able to do that. Sadly, the Hellions show up, kill 2 of them, and he also unsuccessfully hit the other 2. So he sends those 4 Zerglings out thinking he was safe to do so, and then he kind of gets caught. Looks like he starts 1 gas after he feels like he has 2 base income. 36 Harvesters is pretty much 2 base income. It's just kind of scattered among multiple bases. Starts another gas. Getting the tumors going. He's going up to his 6th queen opening this game. And I think that's largely because he's had 3 hatcheries for so long. If you have 3 hatchery opening, you can get to 6 queens much faster, right? So I think that's the reason why instead of doing a 5 queen opening, he did a 6 queen opening this game. He starts a spine crawler. I think that's got to be something about potential Hellbats, because he hasn't gotten any more vision right now. And he doesn't start his Baneling Nest. He doesn't have a Baneling Nest right now. And if he has no Baneling Nest and he has no Spine Crawler, yes, 6 Queens actually does a really good job. 6 Queens does do a really good job against Hellbats, but at the same time, that Spine Crawler is just a total safety measure because he hasn't been able to get a scout off until right now. Oh, no, he still hasn't been able to get a scout off. So he doesn't know that this third CC is like right on the way. It could have been a faster Hellion play. It could have been a faster, Hellbat. Who knows? So safety measure there. Starts his double upgrades. Actually, a little bit late. He could be having them upgraded right now. So his evos were a little delayed, but I think that's because he was getting harassed by Hellions, and he's about to get even more harassed by Hellions. So, double dropping his main while trying to pressure his 3rd base. He hurts a lot of his workers with all these Hellions, but Life just drones so hard and sticks on Ling Bling for so long, and just, his layer is so much later than a normal Zerg typically will do, that he can afford to take some of these Harvester losses. So he's still at 55 to 47, loses a couple more here, but he's got another 11 on the way. So just as he's falling and losing drones, he's getting new drones. And so it's, yes, obviously delaying Life, but at the same time it's delaying Maru's push because he's sacrificing army, right? So in the end, resources is pretty even, and as long as he's able to have the larva and the drone income to be able to remake those drones, which he does, then he can just remake these. And he just hasn't put these back on gas because he wants income. Got more drones on the way.
Yeah, what is this?
And this is where he finally starts working towards Muta. Super late. He wants to spread creep over here. Again, why is he spreading creep so much over here? It's because he wants to take this 4th base. And just like last game, securing creep in front of your 4th base is so important. It is so important. It's why he can stay on Ling Bling for so long. If there was not creep, he could not engage these fights efficiently with Ling Bling. Absolutely no way. So So he's working towards his upgrades. I'm sure he's going to start 2-2. He's got obviously bailing speed because he wants to stick on Ling Bling. He's spreading even more tumors. He's got to get this creep spread. He's got this. This is so crucial. He definitely wants creep here. And now the push is coming. It's a small little push. He's focusing on taking this base, which is a little surprising. I mean, this is a good base to take, but I guess Maru just doesn't feel like he's in a very powerful position. I think if Maru felt better about this game and felt like he was in a stronger position, he would have taken this base because it would have helped with his parade push, so to speak, later on. And because if he did feel better about his play, then he wouldn't really be worried about getting his third broken. He'd be more worried about not getting counterattacked. And if he has his army here and all his army flowing through here, everything's kind of in like a triangle, which is really good for medevacs and such, right? Like if he has his army here and he gets counterattacked here, he just picks up, speed boost, lands here, boom, done. Instead, if you get counterattacked here and you get counterattacked over here, what are you gonna, and your army's right here, you got to run up here and you got to speed boost go over here, but then the Zerglings are running this way and you're landing here, and so it's this is, I think, actually a better position for Terran to take, but it's also closer to the Zerg, and if you're not in exactly the most comfortable position, I don't think Maru feels like he's winning this game just yet, and so I don't think he's in a position where he feels super comfortable. So he's not trying to go too heavily into Life's face. He doesn't even have 1-1 done yet, which actually really sucks because look at Life. He's got 2-2 already on the way, and actually that's what makes this attack so strong. I remember watching this and I was wondering why he didn't stick around for longer and kill a few more Zerglings, and now I know why. It's 1-1 versus 0-0. The upgrade's just finally finished, but man, did that hurt this push, making it 1-1 to 0-0. And now look at this, all this tumors. Those Marines couldn't even kill those tumors that they tried. So many tumors. And this is where Life should just feel in a really great position. I mean, this Viking's denying Overlord scouting, but he's already got units in position. He's morphing a couple Bailings just in case there's more than 1 or 2 drops. Picks up on it right away. And now he's finally getting those mutas out. And this is the stage where I honestly think this is where Life feels like he wins. If he can get to that 4 base income, get to that super huge creep spread, and then also still get his mutas out without taking any kinds of damage. I mean, look at this. Now he's actually making more gas and more minerals than Maru, and it's so difficult to make more minerals and more gas at the same time against the Terran. But Life does it. 14 minutes into the game, he's got 77 harvesters, now 80. His magic number 80 to 85. And then just maxes out on Ling Bling 2-2 and mutas. 15 to 20 mutas, just plenty enough to kill Snipe Medevacs or Widow Mines, and then a very, very sizable Ling Bling force with really great creep spread to give him the strong engages. And once again, he does these tiny little engagements while at the same time ensuring he doesn't get dropped in his main base. Pulls him a good bit, gets rather distracted, gets a solid bailing hit there, realizes that actually my main base is defended, I'm going to go back and focus on this main frontal push. I think I could actually just break him right here. And that's what he realizes. He's like, wait a second, I think I can just break that army right here. He's still on my creep. He's still on my creep. And he just goes for it. And this is where he just wins. This is where Life can afford to lose an army and then remake that army and go back up to max, while Maru just doesn't have that exact same kind of situation. So now Maru feels like he does need to keep putting on pressure, but now he's still behind on army value. So much behind on army value. He still doesn't even have 2-2 done yet. And he's still on creep. After all these engagements, he's still on creep. All this scanning, all this killing, and somehow there's still creep. And that just hurts. Getting free shots off with his mutas. And yeah, so this is pretty much it. He's got another 22 Banelings, just tons of Zergling Baneling. He gets up to his 20 or 15 to 20 or so mutas, 17, 18, 20 mutas, something around that number, and then just goes mass lingering.
Are you coming with us?
Yeah, here in a minute. Maru's trying to get to 3-3, thinking, well, if I can get to 3-3 and I can not die, once I get to 3-3, I'll be in a position where I can really do some work. But before Maru realizes it, life realizes that he has a substantial Ling Bling army, tons of Banelings now. He's got so many Banelings, 39 Banelings. He doesn't need his mutas at home anymore. He's realized this is the stage of the game where I have so many Banelings morphed that these mutas are no longer needed to snipe medevacs or anything like that. I can just counterattack with these mutas, and this is where he just wins the game with just fantastic muta harass. Fantastic muta harass. Just throwing small little Baneling armies in it. If Maru's not looking, it's cost efficient. If he is looking, he's gotta look, and it's distracting him, and that means he gets to do more elsewhere. Obviously dropping main base really strong.
Please tell me we do.
We do.
Take them all.
This is where life realizes how much greed Maru really had. No turrets in the natural. He's perfectly fine with losing 1 or 2 extra mutas to snipe an extra 3 SCVs, because if he can just snowball the damage that he's done to Maru's econ, then he knows he's going to win. He's getting free pokes off on medevacs. How great is that? Now he's just trying to get out. He knows he's done enough damage. He's at 80 harvesters again. Fully, essentially maxed out with Ling Bling Muta. Another 15 Banelings. Always looking to stick around 35 to 40 Banelings. Now he's up to 23 mutas. 3 more than normal. 3-3 is about to finish, but he doesn't let that happen. Makes an engagement. Wasn't the best off creep, but he did have a better army value, so he didn't lose because of it. And once again, he's going for the counter. Maru's trying to take a 4th base. He had some really good game sense. Knew that the mutas would come on that side. Problem is, alright, that it wasn't on that side. It was actually his main base. And once again, the muta counterattack is just so powerful. Maru could not afford to rebuild turrets. He had to focus on his 4th base and hope that life would focus on his 4th base. Problem is, life did not focus on his 4th base, did not take the bait, went and tried to pressure the exact same spot that he pressured previously, knowing that, hey, I did a ton of damage to your main and natural. If you don't, rebuild those defenses, I'm just going to come in again. It looks like he did build 1 turret in his natural. Flies over the 3rd.
You can meet us there then.
Okay.
We're trying to get out of here. You're not going.
You want to send me the address?
It's Post Gardens.
Huh?
Post Gardens.
Okay, well then, give me a minute then. If you don't know the address, then I can't meet you there. So, alright, so this game's pretty much done, as you see. Muta's just really great counterattack play at this point. I mean, 35 harvesters. Especially the nail in coffin was the 4th base that he killed with his Ling Bling. And he's got a sizable bank that he could throw away that army and still get to maxed out, while Maru is only at 140. Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. I had fun going through these replays. I had fun learning about life and how good his style is, and I'm definitely going to be implementing some of these delayed muta strategies into my ZVT style, because I don't normally go such a delayed muta, but if I can learn how to defend drops as well as life does, defend drops 14 minutes of the game still, double drops as well as life can. If I can do that, then I'll have this kind of econ that he does, and that's how he can win games against anybody. Tries to snipe that Thor, doesn't get it, bummer. Doesn't really matter at this point. He's got a huge flank set up. He's losing small portions of his army, but really, all he's trying to do is bait him onto his creep. He's like, oh, you're finally onto my creep. Thank God you're onto my creep. Now